Oh, hello. Me again. I think this is gonna be... Okay, it might start raining, so I might have to swap to a bus, which means I'm not gonna be filming this. But if I am, welcome everybody. So, 6 days to go. Yeah, it feels like raining. So 6 days to go for heading to holiday. And yeah, it's good to be on holiday. So now it's weekend, and I just got the book read. So I just got done with Stephen Erikson's Bone Hunters book. So I've been reading them for a few years now. My colleague introduced them to me, and I got intrigued when I noticed that they have a reader guide of 600 pages for the first book. It's in PowerPoint or Google whatever slides, and I've been reading it, the series, and I think I finished book 6 now. So I have 4 more books left, and it's interesting. I'm currently working towards the new book, but I haven't yet started. So Stephen Erikson writes, and why it's so slow also. So Stephen Erikson writes books with many characters. Like if you think 10 is a lot, Stephen will tell you no. Think about it in terms of like 50 per book. And he also likes to write it in terms of the reader only getting information based on what the character sees. So you are constantly trying to figure out what is happening in the books, and the books keep you kind of blindsided constantly. So their aim is to kind of keep you guessing while I'm collecting the info while reading the book. It's refreshing in terms because like you have to read it very exactly and be very in tune when you read it. But it's not really light reading, so especially at the beginning of each book, it's a lot of like just build up where nothing really happens, and you just like read and read and read, and then at around halfway through the book starts clicking, and then you all of a sudden blaze through the rest of the book. So with this book it took me 1,000 pages for it to finally start clicking, and now I got through it the last 200-300 pages in like 4 days, after taking 9 months on the previous, no more than 9 months on the previous 1,000. So yeah, that's the pace that you're gonna be going if you're trying to understand the books heavily. I've been thinking if I would be having an audiobook, I wouldn't have this problem, because I would just let it go and like just catch the obvious things. But I do like the mystery solving while reading it, so that's been good. Yeah, that's looking good for me. So the sky looks like there's gonna be some rain on me. Let's see if I can avoid it. And yeah, so big thing being, the book tries to force you to learn from it. So you have to constantly read it with thinking in mind. And the book is about, well, the book series is called Fall of Malazan, but well, Malazan hasn't fallen yet. I can spoil you that, but it's the first few books are about, from my point of view, it's about setting up the political situations. Where are we? What factions do we have? telling you about the history and like introducing you to bridge burners, for example, whom later on get. Yeah, anyway, bridge burners being my favorites so far. I know I'm starting to like the bone hunters also, and yeah, I also like Quick Pen a lot and Column. So we'll see how many of them survive. But the books are very brutal, and like some of the parts are super rough and like something that I wouldn't have written as a Stephen. But like, yeah, because one of the books starts by, well, the guy is evil in every sense in the books, and he makes sure to describe him, but the guy does go around raiding, pillaging and raping people. So yeah, it's not the most best of the best. Oh, swan babies. Now if only I know how to edit them here, it's gonna be really beautiful. There is like 6 of the babies. Wow, I haven't seen that before. Like I haven't seen 6 babies at the same time. I've seen swans and babies, but not 6. That's a good. That's got to know a lot. Yeah, so I like the character at all. It's really interesting character when you get further, but it kind of makes you puke in your mouth when you read it at the beginning, and you're like, why is this guy being presented? And then the guy becomes quite critical character. So yeah, so now I'm gonna be starting the next one soon, and I'm hopeful that now, according to the war and stuff, it should be starting to roll more, because now we're stepping into the war period. So we're now starting to reach the point where the politics are getting left behind and war is coming, like the true war that we've been waiting. So reality is that there's all of this political intrigue, all of these factions, but in reality it's a war of gods. So one of the gods is evil and has gotten out of his, so to say, jail, and they're now fighting against it with the other gods. But the other gods are not unified either, and there is multitude of factions there. And basically we are following quite a lot of Shadowturn, who is one of the main gods that we get the view on. It's really interesting book series, and like I like the book series, but I can't recommend it to anybody. It's too much work. It's so fucking heavy. But every time I finish a book, I really enjoy it. And then I'm like ready to go for the next one, and then there is the slow period. It's not like the slog of Wheel of Time. It's not that bad, but it's still like, couldn't we have all of this somehow easier? And the reality is I wouldn't enjoy the series if it did it. So it kind of needs all that work to be able to be so good. So for us to get all of that info, you have to have all that info, and then it makes it so heavy duty. So yeah, I think key point is that's what book I like, or book series I like so far. Most people like the Memoirs of Ice as the favorite. I think I like the Death House most, or Guardians of the Moon. Guardians of the Moon was really good. It's the first book. Guardians of the Moon had, in my opinion, the best characters, all of them. But then again, all of them are pretty good. And I haven't really had like Memoirs was very full of all kinds of war dumping, and like how do you become a god and so on. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, that's my book review, I think. I also think, yeah, I'm not sure if I had other stuff. So then, if we look at the next week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna be working, and Thursday, packing, getting ready, and Friday evening or afternoon we have a flight. So we'll be taking the premium economy flight. Yeah, so we'll be taking the premium economy flight from Helsinki to Tokyo, and so we have a bit bigger seats and bit nicer time. We're gonna swap in Tokyo to Japan Airlines, with the setup being that like our flight leaves in 2 hours from landing. So we're gonna jump in Tokyo to flight for Sapporo, and in Sapporo we're gonna be, I think we arrived at like 11 p.m. Let's see. So we're gonna, our goal is 6 p.m. Yeah, so we're gonna be about 7 p.m. we're gonna be at the hotel. So we're having a hotel in Sapporo. First 3 or 4 nights. I think it's 3 nights. So we're gonna get back from the jet lag, recover a bit, maybe do a day trip with the train if we feel like it, or other stuff. It's gonna depend a lot on how the jet lag is gonna affect us this time. Last time it was a bitch. Like, we lost 2 days to jet lag last time. So we'll see if we can do it better this time. Yeah. What else? Then from Sapporo, we're gonna take the car. So we're gonna rent a car. We're having a Honda Fit most likely. That's what I requested. And we're gonna drive the Honda Fit from Sapporo to Asahidake, which is a national park, and there is a video from Hokkaido Life, for example, about climbing Asahidake. So we're gonna drive the car to Asahidake, and we're gonna have one night in Asahidake, if I remember correctly, maybe 2. I think it's 1. And we're gonna sleep in onsen and enjoy Asahidake and climb the mountain. Now that we have a car, we can also go elsewhere. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but like, we have quite a bit of freedom. And we're gonna then drive the car to Kurodake, which is on the other side of the mountain range. We're not gonna walk through the mountain range. Not this time, maybe next time when we know better. And we're gonna climb the Kurodake also, which also you can find in Hokkaido Life channel. I'll put a link to both videos if I remember. And yeah, then we're gonna most likely, then we had Furano as the next stop. So we're gonna move to Furano, and we're gonna spend a few days in Furano. So going to PA, the farm Tomita, and a few other farms. We've been there before. We're going again because we really enjoyed. It's a nice center to go see things. We might end up stopping by Asahikawa also, because we didn't really see it last time. So that's interesting. And yeah, so that's gonna be it from the middle side. So this is like in the middle of the Hokkaido. So we're gonna see most of the middle. Then we're gonna head to, I think we're then heading to where is it? Then we're heading to Lake Toya, if I remember correctly our itinerary. And we're gonna spend 2 nights in Lake Toya, see the fireworks. We have a really cool onsen, very expensive, but like our own onsen tub and all that jazz. So I'm gonna be sitting in the onsen 2 days basically. As for, well, we're gonna probably hike and so on. And then we're gonna drive the car from Lake Toya to Yosanke, which is my favorite small town in Japan. And it's an onsen town where we're gonna sit down and like enjoy and see the kappas. So kappa is kappa is really fun because kappa is in Finland and god of water basically on the original Finnish system. And kappa is also god, or like not a god, but like one of the creatures in the mythology of Japan. So we have the same mythological and same named creature and basically same looking also. And in Finland, kappa is like a bad guy usually. It's gonna go and steal your kids. So it's like but it's always a cool creature if you ask me. It's super powerful usually. It's like doesn't give a shit, and it's why you don't go near water as a kid, because kappa will take you if you go without parents or other people. So it's kind of like a folklore to keep kids from drowning. But yeah, I remember a lot about kappa when I was a kid, and it's really cool that there is like kappa is so big in Japan also. And yeah, so then we're gonna go back to Sapporo, return the car, and spend a few more days in Sapporo. And we're gonna be driving around at least 1,000 kilometers basically. And yeah, I'm gonna be driving. It's around 100 kilometers per day, so it's not that bad. It's just many days just driving. So interesting to see what we're gonna be doing. Yeah. So yeah, that's our itinerary for Japan, and yeah, we're gonna be really enjoying our life. I'm gonna try to remember to film some films. I don't promise anything, because I might not care. After all, I'm on holiday, and I have some backlog, but I have promised to you guys that I'm gonna film. I've also promised to myself that I'm gonna film. So we'll see. I'm really excited, and I really love Hokkaido. It's like my favorite place. I do have to say that I also like Beppu and what's the other town? But there are 2 onsen towns in Kyushu. So Kyushu is my second favorite location. So I'm gonna be really excited about Kyushu. So if the driving goes well, we're gonna probably take a car and drive in Kyushu next time. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.